when your world is full of strange arrangements and gravity won't pull you through. You know you're missing out on something. Well, that something depends on you. Well, all I'm saying, it takes a lot to love you. All I'm doing, you know it's true. All I mean now is one thing.
Real estate in Portland, Oregon.
Hey, all right. Hey, what's happening, y'all?
Are you logged in as your business? That's okay.
Oh my God, yes. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, what's happening, man?
Should we call you Real Estate in Portland, Oregon?
Again, I've got the camera right where I can't see.
Oh my God. I had the craziest, scary nightmare last night.
You mentioned you were having nightmares.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
I had this terrible nightmare last night that we were driving somewhere with Ange and Fuzz and one other person, and Fuzz had food poisoning.
Oh God, that is a nightmare.
He was like in the back seat throwing up, and I was like, why aren't we pulling over? Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we still driving? It was such a nightmare. And I just woke up like, what? Oh my God, why was there so much chaos in my mind? So are you all right?
Are you all right, Fuzz?
Do you feel okay?
Yeah. So do you guys do this thing where you have a nightmare and then you largely forget it, and then you wake up and then something in context of your day will remind you of that thing? Right. So in this particular instance, it was Fuzz, right?
Yeah.
You saw Fuzz.
I saw Fuzz. Oh my God.
Fuzz, is he okay? Because he had food poisoning in my terrible nightmare.
Are you all right?
How many of you, quick show of hands, for those of you who are here and cognizant, and I guess sober or not, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Who's sick?
Who is sick? But how many of you have dreams that are linear in fashion? Like you tell a story, like there's a beginning, middle, and end. Or do you have dreams that are completely fucking random, where one minute you can be, riding in a cab with, somebody that you knew from high school, and the next second you're on, in like a first class plane flight with Oprah or something, and you never stop to think, this doesn't make any fucking sense at all. You're definitely of the ilk where you dream in linear fashion. Your brain tells stories. I used to, right?
Yeah. Maybe I don't have enough B vitamins anymore, because now I'm like just have random dreams that scare me awake, and then I just don't really remember them.
Apparently,
I used to dream a whole story.
You would wake up and
then I would wake up and tell you.
You would tell me these entire stories.
Different.
Right.
Yeah, it's different.
I am told that the key to remember, there are a few things that you can do to remember your dream. One is repeat them often, which obviously when you were telling me your dreams, then, you get in the habit of remembering them, and then they come back to you. But also, apparently, don't move. They said, when you wake up, like, don't change your circumstance. Don't, go get up and pee. Don't even turn from side to side, because there's something about the position of your body, I guess, that'll help you remember your dreams. I don't know if it's important to remember your dreams. What's the verdict?
I mean, it depends on what you think about dreams. Like, do you think they're trying to tell you something, or do you think it's just your like mind trying to work out whatever tension is in your,
Well, there's plenty of that.
Is it trying to do it through a story? But
right.
What is my mind working out with Fuzz having food poisoning in the backseat of a car that I'm driving? That doesn't.
Well, it seems to me
that doesn't work anything out.
It doesn't. But the brain, and Christina, you might have some insight into this. The brain is constantly working in allegory, right? Everything that it's doing, it's symbolizing something in your life that it's supposed to, nothing is what it seems, and then all of a sudden, like it's symbolism. We learned about this in college, right? We learned all about symbolism.
Oh, Christina can't find us on the Only Show page anymore. Can anyone else find us on the page? We're on the page.
So I was just looking.
We're on my profile.
I was looking up here. We've got it's on mine. It's on it's the Only Show Facebook page, and then we've got 2 ways to find us on the YouTubes. So
we're trying to help you. Help me. Help you.
By the way, I've missed you, fine people.
I know.
We've been gone for. I was actually. Hi, Mom.
Oh, good. Your mom.
There's my travel bud. My mom and I were in Paris. We went to Paris. We went to Paris for a whole week, and it was phenomenal. Now, we had been talking. This trip had taken us something. I think on the. Along the lines of like 3.5 years to actually take, because I don't know if you guys remember this, but we had tried to take a trip before the pandemic which actually, now that I think about it, you wouldn't have remembered because we weren't doing the show. So there's no context for that.
You tried to take the trip again. And
right. Tried to take the medical problems.
And then,
so, yeah.
You know,
so finally, and then when we decided to actually take this trip, something, I don't know.
Whatever.
Time is a flat circle. I honestly, I have no... I'm losing my ability to judge time at this point. Although the one thing that I will say is, I do this thing where I have a notebook by my bed, and at the end of the day, I'll write down all the things that happened during the day, and it's a lot of the same shit when you get to our age.
We just started doing that. And it's like, but what happened, or what good thing happened, or whatever.
Right, and it's a good way.
That's a good practice.
It's a good way to kind of keep your memory fresh and to keep you from like losing details. And also, it's fun to go back with the notebook and be like, oh yeah, I did on this day. How cool is that? I didn't have to do that when we were on vacation. Now, the reason why I think is because, when you're in kind of a middle-aged rut, your brain is just like, it's not really it's not motivated, say, to create new memories. Right. But when new shit's happening every day, it's like, wow, we went to the Pantheon in Paris and been to Marie Curie's grave. And I'm like, hey, is it still radioactive? Because I am funny. We did that. We saw Foucault's pendulum.
Oh, you've got this is not the actual show, but this is the actual show.
No, this is not the actual. We haven't done the intro yet.
You're right. You're right.
So,
you saw Foucault's pendulum.
Saw Foucault's pendulum. Yeah. Which apparently, now this is really interesting. The pendulum, it swings in a single straight line, and the Earth revolves around it. That's what's cool about it. Yeah. We learned that when we were there. It's just like it keeps all this is all it does. It's back and forth. And the Earth is the thing that's, and then there are, little hash marks that show the time as it goes. So it's a giant clock. Fascinating. And also, if you're an Umberto Eco fan, it is the plot point for Foucault's pendulum by Well, you guys are falling asleep right now.
I read that book while I was in Paris with Angela Garvin, and then we went to all the places in the book.
Oh my God, that's
because
so cool.
We're just those kind of nerds.
Anyway, so my mom and I decided we were just going to take an entire week in Paris. We got an Airbnb. We pretended we were locals. We went to the same little cafe, Le Cave au Bourgogne. Le Cave au Bourgogne. Yeah, the Caves of Bourgogne.
Well, this was her big birthday trip.
It was her big 80th birthday trip. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And she says Paris, her favorite city in the world. Mine too. What a coincidence. Oh my God. Honestly, this is the first time that I've ever gone there and then not felt like I was being bodily ripped away. Because usually, you go there and it's like, well, you're on your way to other things. Like when we went there the very first time, we went to other cities in Italy. And each time I would be in Paris, I'd be like, I don't want to leave. But this time we were there for a full week. I still was like, I don't want to leave. But it was less so, right? I didn't feel like I was actually being ripped up by the roots from the city. How's everybody? Any orders of business that we need to get to?
I'm finally better. I had the world's worst cold, which I kind of still have, but I'm better from that.
Yeah.
The cold that I had for 2 full weeks, and now it's been 2 weeks and about 5 days.
Right. Well, then we both have some like weird little
virus-y something. No, I was just wondering who else is sick. It seems like everybody's sick. There's like something going around. Yeah. And because everybody else we know is sick too.
Everybody else we know is sick. Oh, 2 other orders of business. One is the little the minnows, the little Jack Meinbergs that we have, that we got for the pond. They had babies. Oh my God, they had babies.
Oh, there's your dad. It says,
I know.
Peeps, I'm sure.
Hi, Dad. What's happening, dude? Yeah. So anyway, we named them after Jack's oldest son because we figured the next generation, obviously, the oldest son, and then the next one would be his middle child, and then the third one, but third generation we would name after his youngest. And then who was it who made the joke that by that time they're going to be so inbred that we won't be able to recognize him? And the youngest is like, I don't get it. And I'm like, good job, Jack. Good.
Wait, Buzz, do you actually have food poisoning?
Oh, no. What? No. Whoa. That's really weird because Laura just had a dream.
Am I a psychic?
Laura
my God.
A dream.
Is it? Are you for real? Oh my God! I think I'm psychic.
Awesome dream. That's not good.
Did I just find out I'm psychic?
Maybe you
did. Also,
did.
that scares me. I shouldn't be predicting things in my dreams.
Yeah. Anybody else have predictive dreams? I think Christina does. I still haven't laminated this thing, and it just gets grosser and grosser. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, look at all that. Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's probably spittle. Hey, everybody, what's happening? Yeah, I'll turn this off now.
He does not have food. Good. Oh,
he doesn't.
Thank God.
So maybe he was just
I would not enjoy it if my dreams were somehow,
Yeah, I think
prescient.
the fuzz is full of shit, says Dan. Laura, Christina says she thinks you're psychic. Christina, I've always felt that you're psychic.
Think you're psychic.
You are psychic, and you've had dreams that have been predictive. Anything about the fine folks here on the Only Show that we should know about? Anything we should be warned of? Any potential disasters, things like that?
Would you want to know?
No, I definitely would.
I don't think I would want to know.
This morning, we get up and it's like this is earlier than we tend to get up on a Saturday, but we were just up and I take the dogs.
Well, because
outside.
you have jet lag, and now I have sympathy jet lag. So like every night at 11, we're like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So we go to sleep.
And I get up this morning. I'm taking the dogs out, and I'm not to spoil the punchline, but I come back inside and, the light's weird because of reasons that you likely know. And Laura was like,
I go,
we're never up at this time. Is the light weird? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, it's an eclipse. We're having an eclipse. We're actually having an eclipse right now. So we were having an eclipse.
No one told me there was going to be an eclipse. I hadn't seen that anywhere.
The memo.
It didn't hit the TikToks that I get to in the middle of the night. I guess has everyone known about this eclipse?
This apparently people have known about it, the eclipse. In fact, our dear friend
is this national news?
Shamala was saying, hey, we can see. So my folks, their neighbor Shamala, they live exactly 2 miles from here, and she's like, oh God, are you seeing the eclipse? You got to go see the eclipse. And I'm like, it's foggy here. How is it foggy here? Really, you're literally 2 miles away. How is this a possibility? So anyway,
I was like, why is it so dark in here? We're never up this early, I guess, because look at the light in here. And he's like, are you? Okay.
Oh, also in other news, Eric and Carrie invited us out for dinner this week. And we said, sure, we would like to. And Eric said he'd let us know by texting us. He would let us know when by texting us, which means, obviously, we're not going out to dinner. It was a terrible, terrible ruse. It was a terrible.
He doesn't want to go.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to go. He didn't want to go. Yeah. Anyway. We
couldn't go last night because we fell asleep at 9 p.m.
Honestly, part of it is the jet lag that I've got, but then also we just have kind of this weird sort of like weird malaise thing that we get from time to time.
It's the cold still. I think I gave it back to you.
You know what it feels like? It feels like that weird fucking thing that we get every Christmas.
Winter, yeah.
That's what it feels like.
That's true.
Yeah. So everybody's staying healthy, I hope.
Is anybody else sick?
Carrie's like, you said, no, we didn't say no. No, we said we would love to. We couldn't do it because I was jet lagged and we were kind of feeling, but we weren't able to do it when you wanted to. We're like, hey, you want to do it during the week? And Eric, we're like, yeah, absolutely. And Eric's like, well, I'll text you. And we're like, oh, we're never going. Obviously,
that's code for it. It was now or never, and you chose never.
Actually, Eric says he was.
We didn't say no. We said let's go next week. Let's go when we're awake, right?
So Eric said he was overjoyed to have slept till 7:30, so he missed the eclipse. No, you didn't, my friend. It was at 9:30.
Yeah, I got up and saw it.
9:30. Actually, it peaked at 9:20. Hey, so I don't know if you've been following along in the news, but of course, if you haven't, you know that when you watch this show, you tune in because I catch you up on all of the hard-hitting stories that you need to know about that you might have missed. Now, the GOP, you've heard of them, basically a clown car masquerading as a political party in this country, have gotten rid of their speaker because a long fucking story, but they're all, bloodthirsty, camera-hungry whores. And they nominated a new guy, Steve Scalise from Louisiana, who, and I'm not kidding you, this is the guy who they want to be the standard bearer for their party in the House of Representatives, billed himself during his election campaign as David Duke without the baggage. David Duke without the baggage. He said it himself. They're not going to use him, right? They couldn't find a consensus on that. So now they're going with Jim Jordan. Have you met Jim Jordan? My mom actually made me this fine mug. Fine mug. I really appreciate that. Shut up, Jim Jordan. He's the House Judiciary.
He make himself a terrible deal as well.
He's the guy who basically wears I don't know, like working man's collared short sleeve collared shirts with big herb towel. He's terrible. He's a terrible human being. But that's who they've nominated now. But he's not going to get through because they already know he doesn't have enough votes. So next, the House is going to nominate blank for House Speaker. Next, the GOP is going to nominate blank for House Speaker. Jim Porkin is the pie hole word vomiter. Michael without the shoes. Sirius informed me about the House change. I don't know what any of these. Honestly, I feel like I slipped into a vortex with the last 3 messages that you all sent. mean absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. I'm going to need more context from each of you.
David Duke is a good answer.
He's dead, but sure, go to the source. Absolutely.
Zombie David.
Elon Musk, Kid Rock. Bawa Taba.
Wait, what's the I always get Jim Jordan mixed up with the Canadian guy who was addicted to benzos.
Jordan B. Peterson. He's a charmer.
We could nominate him though. I know.
Scott Coates.
He's Canadian, but
Hi, Scott Coates. Yeah, you don't have to be American. You only have to be a natural-born citizen to run for president. You don't even have to be elected to Congress. Get this, you don't have to be elected to Congress, and Trump is trying to nominate himself. He wants to be Speaker of the House. You don't even have to be a member of Congress to be. We could be speakers of the House right now. The dog could be a speaker. Could be Speaker of the House.
Which dog?
Either of them. There's nothing prohibiting it in the Constitution, so you can't appoint a fucking dog. The GOP is going to nominate Daisy Duke. Says Carrie. Mick Jagger, Kanye, the Old Testament, Pharma Bro, Hitler, Luke Duke, Bo Duke.
It's an all Duke boy
it
show
is.
tonight.
My mom says Beetlejuice the musical.
Casey Kasem, the weekly top 1.
Yeah, well, that guy, says Eric. Of course, the way to really enjoy Beetlejuice the musical is to vape while getting your knockers felt up. That's how you do it.
So gross.
The GOP is going to nominate blank. Honestly, I think my pillow guy, a can of Budweiser and Sarah Palin's panties. Honey Boo Boo. Well, I haven't heard that in a while. Carrie's won this. I'm just going to let you know with Daisy Duke, Luke Duke, Bo Duke combo. Boss Hogg. I mean, maybe Boss Hogg. They could. He's got a little governmental experience. Okay, so there we go. We are on that's round number 1. Goes to Carrie. I'm like blank without the baggage. I'm like blank without the baggage. Who am I like without the baggage?
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
Honestly, if I could just get rid of these these glasses.
Somebody at our anniversary dinner was like, "Oh, who do you look like?"
Yeah,
it's Stanley Tucci, right?
This happens so often that I can tell. I get the stare. Like we were, you can tell when somebody's kind of, yeah. I know I'm not Stanley Tucci. We actually, my mom and I went to this bar this really cool bar, Harry's New York bar in Paris. Really cool place. And we wound up chatting with this couple from the States, a couple that was a mother and daughter from the States. And the girl was like, she had this Jennifer Lawrence vibe. She just really was kind of a dead ringer in the whole thing. And her mother, we're chatting for a while. And her mother is just kind of a fun, character. And at one point she leans over to me and she goes, "You know who you remind me of?" I'm like, okay, wait. Yes, it's Stanley Tucci also. And then I have to say to the daughter, okay, you must hear Jennifer Lawrence all the time. And then we're like, okay, we're going to hire ourselves out. We're going to start an agency.
You can be on the TikTok.
Exactly. Be on the TikToks.
Impersonators.
Let's see. I'm like Big Dick Ritchie without the baggage. Stanley Tucci and Jennifer Lawrence. Exactly. Eric Atwood. Let's see. Okay. So this is, I'm like traveling without the baggage, says Scott.
Funny.
Liz Taylor, your belly. Omarosa, says my mom. That's a deep cut. Johnny Depp, he's got a lot of baggage. The hotel porter. Delta Airlines. That's funny. An international traveler. Big Dick Ritchie. Or Sweet Dick Willie, I believe, was from Do the Right Thing. Eric Atwood. I'm like Eric Atwood without the baggage. Let's see. Lauro. Marky Mark's baggy pants. Oh, man. Yeah.
Wow. Come on. Feel it.
Okay, dear Laurel, who had the funniest response to I'm like blank without the baggage?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna give it to your mom for that wonderfully random Omarosa.
I like that. Yeah, that was a deep cut.
Like, is she going to play Omarosa in a mini drama TV movie?
Maybe. Sussman trips to Italy without the baggage. Oh, that's right.
Oh, because they didn't have it. Oh, that was a good answer.
That's a very good answer.
Gosh,
so
that
the
answer
Sussmans,
came in late.
A little late there, Angie. Without that,
but I'm going to give you a point for that.
You get a point for that. You guys. Eric finally texted me back. He said blank. Eric finally texted me back. He said blank. Tee hee hee hee. Eric finally texted me back. He said,
and if you're wondering where everyone is, well, I don't know where Gabe and Suzanne are, but Kathy is traveling for a wedding. She's in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
But I'm busy that day.
Stranger danger. Who is this? That's what I would see if I got a text from Eric Atwood. I'd be like, who is this? Who's stolen Eric Atwood's phone? That you actually are texting me back. He has not texted.
He has not texted.
Yeah. Actually, Eric texted me back to say, stop texting me. That's what he said.
Christina says, you said no.
It fusses you up. Don't ever contact me again. No. I'll call you in 5 minutes, says Scott.
You up?
This is just a dream. Exactly.
Eric did call me once back in August because they showed up for a party that was the next day.
Which you know,
like,
honestly,
hey, we're at
and
your
we
house.
Proceeded to party because what are you going to do when that would show up?
I answered the phone because I was like, why would he be calling? There's no way he would be calling me.
And inappropriately, Eric just said, what do you want? I'm drinking on your deck.
What do you want? I'm drinking on your deck.
Can I talk to you about your car insurance in Mandarin? That's what he said. He texted me back in Mandarin, so that's why I knew. Eric finally texted me back. He said, let's go with Fuzz. You up? Fuzz gets that point. Nicely done, dude. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Winter is coming, and so is blank. Winter is coming, and so is blank. Will you vote for me for GOP speaker? Oh, Carrie, that's funny. It's not my hot one. I'm on Eric's phone. Ann says I'm on Eric's phone. It's Jim Cox. And you're coming in just a little. Unfortunately, it's a little too late.
I know she's so funny, but she's coming in a little
cracking
late.
Foxy tonight, but just a hair too late. And so is seasonal affective disorder. A text. Winter is coming, and so is a text from Eric. Says Eric. Yeah, that's nicely done.
It'll be 6 months late. By the
Jon Snow. Shrinkage. Yeah. Turkish delight. Turkish delight. It's little applets and cutlets, isn't it? Isn't that, or is that a sexual position?
Isn't that little fruit?
I don't know. Carrie saying it in this context makes me think that it's like something dirty that I just don't. I don't know about.
We had a kid birthday party here. I know, surprising. We're at a kid birthday party.
Hey, listen. I love that they like to do it. Right?
I'm not joking. We're always at a kid birthday party.
We like kid birthday.
Yeah,
we're either having them here or we're going.
To a kid birthday party. So. We don't have kids, but we go to a lot of kids' birthday parties. It's the price we pay for not having kids.
Sure. We have to be the cool in order to keep up our status as cool aunt and uncle.
Cool aunt and uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to bring a gift or host the party here or whatever. We're always having a party. So we had a party today. It was like a cake and ice cream, and we played games. And
we're very popular. We're very popular with the young set. I'm telling you, we're hip and cool, and they want us to know. Amazon packages, the heating bill, Lion Witch in the wardrobe. Let's see. Open
My
season.
Foot in your ass.
Open season on minnows. I love that. All the Sammamish leaving their cars on the side of the road. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
When it snows, that's what's up.
One snowflake.
And
every snowflake is on the side of the road. Yeah, I'm kidding. That's
pumpkin spice road rage. My foot in your ass. The gauntlet of holidays. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
Gosh,
to winter is coming, and so is blank.
I'm gonna go with Eric with my foot in your ass.
I like the text from Eric. So either way, yeah.
So is it text from Eric?
Yeah, that's right.
When you get a text from Eric, it's like whoa.
Whoa.
Stop everything.
I don't know. Yeah, this is.
I'm set. Look at this. You know, I
have to collect myself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, blank. The best job ever. Blank. The best job ever. Boy, where's Rapel? I wanted to talk to him.
I know.
About his victory. We
missed 1 week.
I know. They just eked one out. His Stanford Cardinal.
That
named after a color.
Just always. I always think of pooping. I always think of pooping.
Really?
Just eked it out.
Sure. Well, yeah, I guess, that it is somewhat evocative as an expression. It almost sounds like straining, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Eking.
And it feels like not feels like, but it to me, it evokes like one of those, like a tiny little poop.
Okay. All right. Little pooplet.
Yeah.
Raisinets.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
you didn't drink enough water, take enough vitamins,
sure,
or you're traveling or something, and you're like, and why am I talking about this?
I don't know. Women don't poop. Honestly, my mother was so discreet about it when I was younger that I was convinced that women just simply didn't poop. I thought they just peed. They just peed. That was it. Women never ever did.
There's Ray.
And there's Ray. Oh my God! I was just saying, where's Raypole? Because I wanted to congratulate you on your football team's victory over the University of Colorado Buffaloes, who of course are being coached by Deion Sanders, and everybody's got Colorado fever and Deion Sanders and the whole thing. But you guys showed him who's boss. Actually, you came back from a 29-0 deficit, so that was pretty impressive.
Ange says, professional cuddler. Didn't we vote that the worst job in the world?
It would be, just because I don't like people to begin with.
Minesweeper.
I'm not a misanthropist, but I'm close, and I really just getting that close to a stranger would be so uncomfortable.
People smell weird.
Let's see. People do smell weird. Everybody smells weird. I'm sorry,
everybody
but it's true.
Smells different.
We all smell different.
Right.
Remember going over to people's houses when you were a kid, and everybody's house smelled different? This place smells like Lipton's. I don't know.
No, yesterday I was going out the door of somewhere, and someone was coming in, and they had a very distinctive smell. I was like, oh gosh.
Some people just
not
do.
Bad, just like, oh. Okay.
Everybody's got their own.
That's your smell.
Their own funk.
It's and then I guess like when you're dating someone, if you are that like taken aback by their smell, you could never date them.
They've done studies, and they've done it's basically pheromone studies, and sight unseen. They have it's swabbed the clean armpits of potential paramours, and then they have put it in like a test tube, and then they've had people smell them. Subjects smell them who are, either of the corresponding sex, either the same sex if they're, gay, or the opposite sex if they're straight. And they smell that, I actually have a really good response to this. And then they meet the person without seeing who, corresponded to which. And 9 times out of 10, they pick the person. They always pick the person who smelled, who smell they actually smelled ahead of time and responded positively to. Isn't that weird?
Strange.
Yeah. So if you've been with a person long enough, you must actually dig their pheromones, right? You just kind of I dig the way that the way you odor,
sure.
However you odor, and that's what I like.
Some people just smell weird, is what I'm saying.
Some people do smell weird.
So bringing it back to the
I've dated people. It's like
professional cuddler would be a gross job because you would just be like, oh God, you smell. I can't. So
Scott believes that a fluffer is the best job ever. So it takes all kinds.
Would you be the fluffer, or would
you be
someone
the fluffy?
Else, you would think someone else was.
If you're the fluffy, maybe that's if your job is simply getting a blowjob all day. That's a great job, right? Not that anybody's filming. I'm just saying, if your job, you punch a card. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. Just like that's it. That's your whole fucking job. You just lay back and get blown. That is a great job. That is a phenomenal job. And somebody if they're hiring
all day,
put my name in. I don't know. I mean, maybe not all day. You'd want to take breaks in between, have coffee. You can't do anything all day long. Am I right? Right. Yeah.
It doesn't seem practical.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's decorating for Halloween. Best job ever. Get a text from Eric or win Powerball. Where do you use your luck? Ballot counting. Al Pastor taco maker. Retirement. Teaching penguins to paint, McRib assembler, chicken McNugget tester, blow, Fuzz's food poisoning tester. Fun fact: Colorado has a buffalo-shaped hot tub at the school. The buffalo-shaped hot tub at the school, apparently at University of Colorado. Let's see, a bunghole safe manager. Fluffer, says Christina, because that's 2 for that. Johnson's and Masters data collection, removing Republicans from voter roll. Trump mugshot photographer.
Liquid paper.
Oh, that's Eric. Yeah, okay. Eric gets that. Nicely done. Nicely done, sir. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Well, that'll be super convenient
for hot in here.
If Eric wins, because I'll try to text him what he wants for a prize, and he'll never text me back. So
running for House Speaker. Oh my God, you people are making me laugh tonight. Okay, next on ESPN2, The Deuce. You guys know what The Deuce is. It's where they put all the shitty sports. You know, the ones with the guys like lifting truck tires in the middle of the night. That one, or that's where you see the hobby horse challenges on ESPN2. Next on ESPN2, the international finals of blank. Next on ESPN2, the international finals of blank. Quarterfinals, actually. You really got to get serious about this. Next on ESPN2, the international finals of blank.
I'm going to get water.
Okay, very good. So, anyway.
You want something?
No, I think I'm good right now. My mom and I discovered this wonderful thing. It's called 5 o'clock snack. When we were in Paris, we would just stop whatever it was that we were doing. That's the dog. Hi. And we would find a cafe, of which there are, you can't fucking spit a rock, and not hit a cafe in the fine town of Paris. And we would sit and my mom would order a Coca Zero. I don't know. All of a sudden my accent left me. Coca Zero, and I would get a Ricard, and that's basically it's this it's an anisette liqueur, which basically is stuff they make licorice from, and then you put an ice cube in it and you fill it up with water, and then it turns all cloudy because of the oils, and oh, so delicious. And then we split a plate of fries. Oh my goodness, I can't recommend it highly enough. Snack time. Okay, here we go. Next on ESPN, the international finals of promotional commercials. Exactly. Good. I like that. Beer pong, House Speaker Battle Royale, hi, David Salzer, cockfighting. I love those. We're giving those away tonight?
Yes.
Okay,
these
good.
are, why are they black?
Mm-hmm.
Bones aren't black, but they're cool.
Sure.
So
being fluffed by fluffers being fluffed themselves. Okay. Listen, I'm not saying I'd watch that, but it sounds like compelling television. American football, the international finals of American football. Blame the other guy. Cork soaking. Oh, you're a cork soaker. You are a cork soaker. Ranting. Drink and slap. The Taylor Swifties. Nude synchronized swimming. Sure. All right. This is you, dear Laurel. And Netflix versus Apple TV. Who had the funniest response to next on ESPN2, the international finals of blank?
Promotional commercials.
I
Christina
love it. Yeah, nicely done. As well she should. That was a phenomenal answer. Okay. Who's afraid of the big bad blank?
Although drink and slap made me laugh.
The drink
too.
and slap, yeah. Drink and slap, and I don't know what it means, but I like it. I like it. Who's afraid of the big bad blank? International finals of pull my finger, says Eric. That's good. Synchronized swimming. You guys ever watch that in the Olympics? There's
How do you practice that?
There's never been a sport that its relationship to its difficulty is directly inverse to how fucking stupid it looks. I'm sorry. It's just the most preposterous
really
sport.
hard.
It is so hard.
Really hard.
It is so hard, and it looks so fucking
silly.
stupid. It looks so stupid. Oh my
Very
god. Who's afraid of the big bad Barb?
Oh my god. So there's a promotional, is it for Chili's or something? They're having like a Barb Day or something. Like, I have to look this up.
Okay. All right. There's a Barb Day. I like this.
Yeah, I need to look it up.
Who's afraid of the big bad HOA? That's good. Because honestly, I don't know what the H and the O stand for, but the A definitely stands for assholes. Holy, ungodly, or something assholes. That's what A stands for. And Laura was the HOA president in LA, so there's no good arrangement on either side because everybody's an asshole to the HOA, and then the HOA is often, perhaps in retaliation, decides to just take it out on the people and be like, well, you can't. No, you may not. You have to have somebody has to come to your lawn. Is this? It has to be like this, and it's like this. Oh, you can't park your car there. Can't put your trash can there. Oh my God, such fucking assholes. Shut it. You were never like that.
No, I was nice. And people used to call and full on yell at me.
And they treated her like she was Schneider from One Day at a Time. Like they had a big ring of keys or I'm locked out of my apartment. What do you want me to do? You own the place. Call a fucking locksmith, you dumbass.
Barb's Day is October 17th.
Okay, wait. So we got 3 days. You guys 3 days to how does one celebrate? What does one get? What's a traditional gift for Barb's Day?
Chili's, you go there and they have $5 barbaritas, which is a cranberry margarita.
Oh, boo.
It's the Barbs.
I don't like it. If it was short for barbecue, that's where it's celebrating. Let's see. Who's afraid of the big bad 4:30 hug, daylight savings time, unseen eclipse, something just exploded outside? I don't think Carrie meant that as an answer. I think maybe she meant something just actually exploded.
Look on Ask Everything Sammamish.
They'll let you right away.
5,000 people.
What was that? That is my literal mouth sound for every person who is on that. For dear person who has the children are going up and down the driveway. Oh my God, they're not reading it. They're not reading it. I don't know what you're talking to. Big Bad Barbie movie. This is what's
No, it's you.
It's 7. Y2K 2024 results. Oh, Eric. Oh my goodness, I'm scared of that. John, Big Bad John. Boom, Big Bad John. Greta Thunberg. It's cornhole, bunghole, reality, booty. Who's afraid of the big bad booty? Says Ray.
Booty.
All right, Ray. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Let's give it to Ray. The big bad booty.
Big Bad Barb was funny.
That was funny. Yeah.
Oh my God, I saw her the other day.
Oh
and
yeah,
I said,
that's funny.
Hi.
Hi.
And she goes,
Hi. Yeah.
And I was like, I like your jacket. And she said,
yeah. So listen, Barb, we don't like you. Now we're doing this because we're the grown-ups. We're the adults in this scenario. You're older than we are. So, you actually could.
What if she's watching this right now?
Hi, Barb. I'd say all that shit to your face. Come on down. Listen, we'll have a talk. We'll have a fabulous talk. I'll tell you all how you can be a less shitty neighbor. Okay.
What if she showed up here?
That'd be fucking hilarious. I would like that. If I could go back in time, I would prevent blank. I could go back in time. I would prevent blank. What's it going to be, people? Oh my goodness, we got a full house tonight. So good to see all you fine people. We're
missing Kathy.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean,
it really does feel different. It feels different without her here. If I could go back in time, I would prevent blank. Eric says, but Barb loves you. She's like Jesus. Her fence died for her sins. Oh my God. Let's see. Everything. I would prevent everything. Canned cranberry sauce. That's scary. Trump's dad's orgasms. Exactly. Give that man a vasectomy. The release of Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Well, listen, Ray, that's a very meta answer because, of course, you obviously know that that's a movie about a time machine, so they could actually go back and pretend.
There's the curtain is moving because the dog.
Because the dog, yeah, is that freaking?
The dog is bored. He's over there.
The Garden of Eden, says my mom. Tuna noodle casserole. Yeah, we're tracking. We're clocking the dog on the other side. No, well, that one's there. Where's the other one? I don't know. The Kardashians, sure. The entire brood of. You mean the actual like family, like go back in time and just like whoever first took on the name Kardashian in Armenia, I suppose it was, just hit him over the head with a rock and was like, no, because someday you are going, your spawn, your great granddaughters are going to plague a country that doesn't exist yet.
Apparently, the new version of that show was really, really boring.
Losing Mayenberg Movie Monday to copyright infringement laws. That's funny, Ange.
How did we even do that?
How did we get away with that for so long? How did we get away with that?
We watched Zombievers.
We watched so many movies.
We did so much. On a plane. We did so much.
Reality TV. Fred Trump. This is you. This is you, Laura. Who had the funniest response? If I could go back in time, I'd prevent blank.
I'm gonna give it to Ange for losing Mayenberg Movie Monday.
That's good. I like that.
We even had a theme song for that, didn't we?
We had Mayenberg Movie Monday. That was all I had. I never actually read the thing. Oh, kids. Hi, David. Elevator music, says David. God, I waste so much time on blank.
Mayenberg Movie Monday.
That was it. Mayenberg Movie Monday. Mayenberg Movie Monday. Talking about hey now. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you come with me.
I've been watching a lot of documentaries about people in cults. Recently, and this is gonna sound stupid because I'm not comparing The Only Show to a cult because it's not. But the
all under it.
The people in the cult are like, man. Being in a cult, it's like the worst time and the best time of your life because it's community.
Sure,
right?
Yeah, like, you belong to something.
Yeah, you're like you're close with everybody. You're all doing the same thing, and I was like, that's The Only Show. It's the pandemic, which is the worst time of your life.
Right,
but
exactly. That's it.
Is that like we're all doing the same thing? I guess so.
Yeah.
Not that we're not in a cult.
Sure, we are. Sure. But who's our leader? That's the question. I think it sure sound like me. I was so much time on my phone, says Scott. On X.
God. Eric says being awake from 4:20 to 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we awake?
I don't like it.
I don't like this insomnia. It wastes time. It makes us sick. It's making us old. I don't get it.
Honestly, it's pasting years onto my face. My mom says, God, I waste so much time on X. Hilariously, Elon Musk wanted to change the name of that to X, but what he's really done is he's changed it to X, begin parentheses, formerly known as Twitter, in parentheses. He's like quadrupled the amount of letters that you have to type in order to refer to it. I've yet to see anybody just refer to I've yet to see anybody in the media refer to it as just X. They're always like, somebody said on X, and they're like, well, nobody's going there, Elon. So they're formerly known as Twitter. That's all they know. Let's see. Christina says she's wasted so much time of pretending to listen. I like the cut of your jib, my friend. Putting on these Spanx, says Gary. Not being drunk. Here's to that, my friend. Finding everyone's shoes. Yeah, that is a mom thing, right? Stopping at stop signs. Yes, I waste way too much fucking time with that. Getting ready every day. Timeouts on the kids. Thoughts about what I should have said. Christina, honestly, the amount of time I spend every single night being awake is just all about, oh my God, regrets. Oh, it's regret theater. Oh my goodness. Hoping, pumping my own gas. Oh, wait, you're not allowed to do that. You live in Oregon, Ange. You can't do that. Let's see. I'm going to give this to. I'm giving it to Christina for pretending to listen, but she also had a couple of really good hits. Nicely done.
She was just pretending to listen to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now.
Never.
So she might not even know that she won this because she's just pretending to listen.
I'm sorry.
What?
Were we? I'm so sorry. Never fear. Captain Blank is here. Never fear. Captain Blank is here. All of a sudden, I sounded like Gary Owens. Let's ask your parents, kids. He was from Laugh-In. Remember? Never fear. Captain Blank is here. He was actually a client. The famous voiceover. He was the announcer on Laugh-In. The time for Martin and Rowan's Laugh-In. And he was like a legend in Hollywood. He would basically go around from voiceover agency to voiceover agency back when I was in voiceover. And he wound up at William Morris for a hot minute, and we would just sit and like, tell us more, Gary Owens. He had he used to hang out with the fucking Beatles. This guy.
Did he sit in the lobby with you and wait?
Yeah. Oh God,
no
yeah.
Way.
He held court. Oh my God, he was fascinating. Oh my God, he was so cool. Oh my God, Gary Owens had so many great stories. Captain got nothing better to do is here. Foot in your ass. Colwell before he got promoted. Crunch. Captain Crunch is here. Sure. Absolutely. That's right. He's going to scrape off the roof of your mouth, but you can enjoy every second of it. Just don't drink any orange juice. Don't do it. Yeah. Captain Kangaroo.
It's hurtful.
Captain Whataboutism. Yeah, but Obama. Yeah, but. Yeah. That's.
But her emails.
The Captain, my captain is here. That's good. I like that.
Captain Crunch.
Yep. Captain Antonio. Muskrat Susie. How did we let that happen? As a nation, as a people, how did we let Muskrat Love? How did we let that song become #1 in this country? How did that happen? Come on.
We're together in Muskrat Land. Sorry.
Captain Without the Baggage. Shackleton. Oh, Ernest Shackleton. Oh, now there's a hero. That's a hero you can believe in. Captain Kidd. Captain Captcha. Captain
How did
Beefheart.
Shackleton get all the way there?
I don't know.
I don't understand it.
Unfucking believable what that guy did. They're superhuman.
At any point, he could have just stopped and frozen to death. Like, I mean, he should have, right?
No, yeah. Captain Caveman.
How did they not eat their crew? Like, there's so
everybody
so many
came home. One guy had like a sprained ankle. I mean, that was about the extent of it. Captain Morgan's, Captain Love. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to Never Fear, Captain Blank is here.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, no one died. No one died under Shackleton's watch. It's just unbelievable.
So
yeah.
I'm going to give it to Carrie for Captain Captcha.
Captain Captcha.
That made me laugh. Yeah. I am not a robot.
Prove you're not a robot. How many of these guys are captains? That's what you do.
Where does captain fall? Where lieutenant? Is it captain, lieutenant, or lieutenant?
My favorite thing about myself is blank. My favorite thing about myself is blank. What's your favorite thing about yourself, Ed?
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
My voice.
Oh, okay.
But physically, my favorite thing about
is this a physically?
Well, sure. My favorite thing about myself is my voice. Probably my favorite. I don't know, sort of emotional what's the word that I'm looking for? I like the fact that I like the fact I can write songs. Honestly,
Okay.
I like being able to write songs.
Okay, I think I have cool hair. I think I'm a pretty nice. I think I'm a pretty generous.
You're a very generous person.
I think I'm a funny person. I don't
You're
know.
funny.
Is this like a therapy? Like, say something nice about yourself.
Yes,
like,
it is. Okay.
Everybody say something nice about themselves right now.
Nice about yourself right now. I'll wait. And we can all say something nice about ourselves.
Yeah. My favorite thing about myself. Oh, Eric and Carrie said each other.
Oh, that's nice. My wife.
My wife.
Being psychic. Yes, Christina. Yes, you are psychic indeed. You knew I was going to say that. In fact, you knew I was going to ask that question. My backside, says Eric. Eric Atwood, my wife. That I got to go to work every day to support 2 deadbeat dogs. Oh, don't you do it? Honestly, we're right there with you, kid.
We started an Instagram for our dogs.
Yeah, they're called the Border Collie Twins, BC Twins.
Mm-hmm.
Border Collie Twins.
And we're going to have to teach them some things because they eat a lot. They need a lot of when you go from 1 dog to 2 dogs, it's like
it's a multiplier.
It's a multiplier.
Right. It isn't just 2 dogs.
It's not just 2 dogs.
It's like 7 dogs.
It's like all the
we
dogs.
might as well have 7 dogs at this point because of the amount of chaos that 2 dogs brings. But I'm still here. I think that's my dad typing. And yes, me too. That's my favorite thing about you too, Dad. Yeah, or actually, whoever said it, my mom or my dad. I'm grateful that you're both still here, so you both get a point. My point for my mom and my dad.
Eric says my fast and professional text response.
My mom had great memory for numbers and dates.
I wish I could give you a point for that.
Yeah,
but I'd have to text you.
But you'd have to text you. Racist is enormous. Cocker Spaniel. I see what you did there. That's funny. Gary says. Gary says that she's gotten so fat she can't see her penis anymore. Oh my God. My eyes.
I didn't even see that one.
My eyes. Wow. That is oof.
Fuzz says my love of chocolate pudding tacos.
Oh yeah. Sure, of course.
That might have given you food poisoning in my dream right there.
Or gout, one or the other. For my next trick, I will make blank disappear. For my next trick, I will make blank disappear. Poof. Gone.
There is a dog in here somewhere. He's squeaking a toy.
He's chewing on a squeaky. You hear that? Wee.
I walked that dog 4 miles today. Want to let you know.
He's border collie. He's got energy needs. I will make Republicans disappear. Yes, my cocktail. Oh, these are great. Yeah.
It sounds like somebody wants to learn something.
Yeah, that's what we figured we need to do with Home Slice here. Is we need to engage him intellectually.
I need to get that game where you teach a dog to push a button that says, I don't know what did the button say?
The button say on what?
Oh, there's a border collie. Well, it's a smart dog game where they push a button like with their paw.
Oh, right, and they can get.
And then they go and do the thing.
Right. Okay, yeah, I think we should do that. We should get to work on that. I can make your wallet disappear. I can make this bottle of Tito's disappear. The entire GOP. Here's for that. Eric says Carrie's penis.
This has gone a strange direction today.
Oh, my 401k, my debt, this $100 bill. You can make it, boom, just disappear like that. All carrying. I will make all carrying disappear. Holy God. Oh, my God, you people are killing it tonight. Crushing it.
Where will that $100 bill go, Eric? Will it go in your butt?
Sure. Why not?
Or will it go to booze and women?
This is round number 12, so this one's yours. Who had the funniest response? Barb. I make Barb disappear. Who had the funniest response to the next trick? I'll make blank disappear. Ray's Nickelback.
Ray's gonna make Nickelback disappear. Let's see. I'm just doing a little dance. It's no big deal. I'm gonna give it to Scott because I'd like to see how that would happen.
Make Barb disappear? Sure. I would too. My surefire hangover cure, blank. My surefire hangover cure. We all get them. Unless, of course, you don't drink, in which case you don't get them, probably. My surefire hangover cure, blank. Eric says, my next trick, I'll make Saturday disappear. By the way, Eric, I thought your answer, Carrie's penis, was extremely inspired and a very, very funny answer. My surefire hangover cure, All my fucks, says Christina.
Probably not drinking would be your hangover.
I think so. Yeah,
Just not drinking.
Not drinking at all. Yeah. Coca Zero, says my mom. Yeah, you lived on that shit over there. Drinking in your 20s. I had more hangovers in my 20s than I have ever had past that point, because you learn, right? You learn the things to do. You hydrate lots before you go to sleep. Stay away from shots. That's your biggest lesson right there, right?
I never had a drink in my 20s.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Never, in teens or 20s. I never had a drink till my 30s.
My surefire hangover cure, Carrie's penis, says Ange. Give away the Tito's before I drink it. Brunch, spicy Bloody Mary, Midori 4s, or Midori IVs. Oh, yeah. And honestly, I wasn't sure what you did there for a second. I'm like, oh, is that a title? And I am Midori 4. I'm here to reign over the kingdom of alcoholdom, just like my mother, Midori 3, and my grandmother, Midori 2. To keep drinking. Absolutely. You just got to keep drinking. That's also my cure. If you're drinking in the daytime, oh boy, you have to keep going. You have to stop and take a fucking nap for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or you just got to keep on drinking. Let's see. My surefire.
I can only drink a few. So like I need to start later. I can't just drink my allocated drinks at noon.
Sure.
Because then I'll be done and I'll have to go to bed.
Let's see. What do we have? I'm gonna give it to Ange for Carrie's penis. I shouldn't encourage this, but I have. I've encouraged it. All right, we're on to round number 14. If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, it'd be blank. If I could only eat one food from the rest of my life, it would be blank. I don't honestly like, and you look at dogs, and they're like, yeah, it's kibble. That's it. You're eating kibble forever.
Well, that's why they're in the kitchen. Like, hey, can I have some of those?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you drop some on the floor for me.
Listen, what I've got.
Give me some of that cake.
I've got to eat this garbage, this cardboard tasting bullshit for the rest of my known days. But by the same token, their poops are perfect, right? They're just absolutely just wrap them up with a bow. It's like, if you only eat the same thing every single day, your system gets used to it. And by the way, if you ever shift your dog's food, look out.
Don't do that.
They're gonna blow. It's gonna blow.
Don't do that. You have to do it like one kibble at a time. Like over and then the next day 2 kibbles.
Exactly. You just
the next day 3 kibbles.
Titrate.
The next day 4 kibbles.
That is
Can't switch the
your
food.
right.
Ask anyone.
Christina said, if I could eat only one food for the rest of my life, it'd be free.
That's
Christina.
a good one.
Tacos. Point to Rapel. Olives and Tito's, says my dad. Nice. Cereal. Pizza. Carrie's penis. Oh my God.
Why does Carrie have a penis?
Everybody,
in this show? What?
Buzz is like, hey, Rapel won. I don't even know why we're bothering to get it. He declared himself to have the point. That's going to be up to Loro, by God Almighty. Although maybe Fuzz was concurring with Ray and saying that tacos were the one thing that he would eat for the rest of his life. And I agree. Actually, if there were only one food that I could eat for the rest of my life, it would probably be tacos, just because it's diverse, right? And
you could put anything in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right. Let's say you're missing pizza. Slap some fucking mozzarella and tomato sauce in there. Boom. Or let's say you want some pudding.
To be fair, it was protein pudding. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's
say you want a little pudding. Why? Yeah. Bangers and mash, bubble and squeak, bacon and peas, Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch.
Tacos.
Tear your mouth apart. Tear your mouth apart.
Actually, Ray does win because tacos is the right answer.
Yeah.
Everything that everyone else said could go in tacos.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Nice job, Ray. Well played, sir.
Or maybe Ray is some kind of magician. He goes, I win, and then he wins.
Yeah, these are the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad that I learned how to blank when I was young.
Wait, this is round 15. So
round 15.
Okay.
I see what you're going to do there. I'm sure glad that I learned how to blank when I was young. Chocolate pudding tacos, the fruit of love, the look of love.
And then and then
Learned how to masturbate when I was young. Honestly. And listen, if you haven't mastered it to this point, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you.
Mormons don't allow that.
Cook, wipe my own ass, breathe, hide my hookers and blow from my parents, says Ange. Walk on stilts. My mom did. She learned it from a very young age. I learned how to even. That's funny. Count to 3.
Do you really know how to walk on stilts?
My mom knows how to walk on stilts. My dad actually made me a pair when I was growing up. They were fun. Not like the kind, like the circus kind where you're walking around, you're like, wee, at the way above. With an
like,
uncle, my mom with an Uncle Sam outfit.
Yeah.
No, it's the kind that like the big sticks, and you just put your feet on the sides and walk. I'm on stilts. I'm tall now. I'm quite tall. I could dunk.
My dad knows
swish,
how to
swish.
ride a unicycle.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's a very impressive skill. That's hard. That is very, very hard.
He does seem like the kind of person that would randomly know how to ride a unicycle.
Dedication that takes.
Right. Like that it's really hard.
Sure.
It's really random.
It takes dedication. Yeah.
He could bring it up completely randomly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Poop in the potty, says Eric.
I wonder if he would still do that.
Change the channels flawlessly with a pair of pliers. Yeah, we all learned how to do that. Aim while I pee. Let's see. Inhale copper ink. Let's copier ink. Did maybe you meant? Okay, yeah, that'll get you high. Play Pac-Man. Put the toilet seat down. Manage my anger, says Eric. Bullshit, says Ray. Entertain myself. Wash a car.
Oh,
Kathy! Oh my God, it's Kathy. Let's give Kathy a point. Kathy gets a point. Nicely done. Okay, that you're in for round 15, Kathy. You could win it all. Kathy gets a point. Nicely done. Well done.
She's like, gotta catch my Uber. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Okay.
Kathy!
Kathy! Okay.
What are you doing back there? How many dogs do we have?
How many? They're multiplying back there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is round 15. Did anybody get enough to win outright tonight?
Why are they all circling?
I have no idea. Did anybody get enough to win outright?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you play a song and we'll
Give me a topic. Give me a topic.
Multiplying fish. Oh, Kathy, the fish had fish babies. Yeah. It's the big news of the night. How long has it been since I had COVID? Because I got COVID from the fish store, as we'll recall.
We think.
COVID from the fish store.
Well, one day, Laura made a wish. And then she went to the store and bought a bunch of tiny fish.
COVID fish.
Now you would think that she wouldn't care, that she totally got COVID from a greasy guy who worked there. Hey, when we put him in the pond, woo, it seemed they totally got along, and now the pond is filled with minnows. Tiny fucking minnows. Well, we went out and looked out earlier today, and I noticed something most remarkable, I have to say. Will you look at that? It's I feel like I'm getting loose. I looked into the pond and they had reproduced those tiny little minnows in my pond. The tiny fucking minnows in my pond.
Guess they got along.
Well, we think they're a little lonely, so we're gonna get them Somali fish and feed them bologna, because apparently Molly fish eat algae, and the pond is overrun with algae.
Sounds complicated.
But that's apparently minnows don't eat the algae. But anyway, yeah, there you go. So did anybody get enough points to win outright?
Tiny minnows. Well, there seems to be a tie between Christina and Ange, but everybody else has 2 points. So
everybody else is okay. So there we go. All right. So as we know, you really have to win outright on this game in order to win, because Kathy just showed up and she's going to win the whole fucking thing. Now watch. The best thing, and here we start this again. And then here we go for the tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. Blank is the best thing in life. Blank is the best thing in life.
Minnow fish babies.
Minnow fish babies.
Sweeping the nation.
Oh, they're tiny. Oh my God.
They're so little. They're so little.
They're wee.
Hella, it's been 8 weeks. No, it's been 7 weeks since I had COVID. So that's how old they are.
Right.
I mean, they were just born, but.
You wouldn't think that you could breed at 7 weeks, but here we are. Blank is the best thing in life. Okay, so everybody pony up your answers. Cop up your answers, won't you? And then we'll vote on this bad boy. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're right at 1 hour. Right.
Oh, well, that's your dream. 1 hour. Tiny, tiny minnows.
It is my dream. I'm living the dream.
Tiny, tiny minnows.
Carrie finding her penis is the best thing. Kathy, you might have missed a few things.
Kathy, that's the theme of the Tonight Show is Carrie has a penis.
Carrie
and no one knows why.
Yeah. Free fish tacos. Free fish tacos are the best things in life. Oxygen, says Scott.
Tiny, tiny minnows.
A song and video about Carrie's penis. That's obviously what I should have written about. Yeah, I should have written about.
That's tomorrow's song.
Carrie's penis.
Carrie's penis starts today.
Why am I? When your enemy knows they have lost. That is actually a great thing. Jim says breathing. Yes, keep doing it. Yeah. Keep doing it. Yes, please. Yes, please. Keep doing that all the time. Often. Breathe early and often. That's
it's funny that Carrie says donuts because when you were gone, I bought a box of donuts and put them in the freezer so I wouldn't eat them all. Yeah. But one day I just was like, I want a donut for dinner. So I just did that.
How'd that go?
So good.
So fucking good, right? Yeah. Why not?
So good.
Blank is the best thing like fresh batteries, says Kathy. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Has everybody weighed in at this point? Are we all good? All ashore? Who's coming ashore?
Going home after vacation is the best thing in life.
It's actually quite wonderful.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it, and as much as my mom and I loved being in Paris. We loved being in Paris. We just, when it's time to come home, we were excited to. Ray says, TACO, the unreleased Weird Al Yankovic parody of CITY by John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Let's begin voting right now. Time to begin voting. We've had a late showing on the field from one Kathy Brown Evangelista, of course, many consider to be the GOAT of COVID Cards Against Humanity, showing up tonight and weighing in to show us all how it is done. And of course, we've seen an extraordinary showing tonight from both Carrie and Eric Atwood, coining a new phrase, a brand new appendage.
Carrie's penis.
Carrie's penis, figuring prominently in tonight's.
What does she even mean by that?
Tonight's competition. Of course, tonight's competition showing on ESPN2. All night on ESPN2.
The Deuce. A network named after a pope.
Honestly, we should talk to them. We should see if we can get on the Deuce. They're not playing anything much better than this. I can tell you that right now.
I have this really good idea, you guys, for a TikTok account.
Okay.
I think because I have to take that dog to the dog park every day, and I think I should just take footage of the dog park, and then Stefan should basically narrate over it, like, "Oh, that's a palpable hit from that Weimaraner.
That's going to be that's a 5-yard penalty right there.
That border collie thinks the French bulldog is a pig. He's chasing it. Oh no!"
So, who had the most upvotes? Dear Laurel.
That would be Christina with "When Your Enemy Knows They
Have Lost."
Christina.
You did it. Nicely done,
Bravo.
kid. Bra to the bow. Nicely done.
Now, Christina, did I send you skeleton tongs already? Because if I did, I'll send you something else.
You can get more skeleton tongs. Well, you can get black skeleton tongs to go with the white ones that you may already have. So
that's right. Kids love them.
My mom says they're great. Yeah. So anyway, this has been absolutely phenomenal. It's great to be back. And Kathy, it's good to see you, kid. Safe travels. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Or you're heading home tomorrow, right?
We hope you're all well, and tune in next week for even more fish.
More fish.
You know what's funny is we care less about ththose fish than any other fish. I'm not saying we don't care about them. We feed them and all, but we got those fish because we're like, well, they can just I don't know.
And
we just won't have to care about them, and then they multiply.
Yeah, they did, and honestly, they're doing fine. We don't worry about them at all.
We don't worry about them. Yeah. We don't stress out about them. Yeah. We don't cover, we don't do anything to them. And suddenly they had a bunch of babies.
Thriving. maybe there's a larger lesson about life in that for us.
It's a life lesson. We worried about those dumb koi fish all the time, and then they all got killed.
Scarfed by trash pandas. Kids, this has been phenomenal. We love you all. We will see you guys next Saturday for sure. I'll let you know if there's going to be an after show. I do intend to do one. But
that'd be fun. You should totally do that.
All right.
What should the theme of the after show be this week, you guys?
I think everybody's always keen to hear songs from the 80s.
Well, I just thought one of them could throw out a theme, and then you could work that up.
Thanks, friends.
Original songs about fish.
That's great. I like it.
Tiny, tiny minnows.
Bye.